जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन। यशोदानन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन। जमुनतीरवनचारी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपदा जय प्रभुपदा। प्रभुपदा श्रील प्रभुपदा निताय गौर हरि बोल। हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल। I would like to begin by reciting the 21 important verses of the Bhagavad Gita, and then we can recite the verse which is scheduled for today. Like we have the Harinama Kirtan, we can also do Kirtan for the verses. Nama Rupa Guna Leela, everything is considered Kirtan. Even Krishna Katha is also Kirtan because we are glorifying the name, form, qualities of the Supreme Lord. So I'll quickly recite them, and these are very important, and I request everyone to try to memorize them if you feel inspired. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharmashetre kurukshetre samavetayuyutsavaha mamaka pandavaschaiva kim akurvata sanjaya matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshana sukha dukkhada agamapaino nityastam statikshasva bharata प्राकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणैकर्माणि सर्वशः अहङ्कार विमूढात्मा कर्ताहम् इति मन्यते यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम् विद्याविनयसम्पन्ने ब्राह्मणे गविहस्तिनि शुनि चैव स्वपाके च पण्डितसमदर्शिनः योगिनामपि सर्वेषां मद्गतेनन्तरात्मना श्रद्धावान् भजते यो मां स मे युक्ततमो मतः दैवी एषा गुणमयी मम माया दुरत्यया मामेव्ये प्रपद्यन्ते मायामेतां तरन्ति ते अन्तकाले च मामेव स्मरन्मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति यत्र संशयः पत्रं पुष्पं फलं तोयं यो मे भक्त्या प्रयच्छति तदहं भक्त्योपहरितं नश्नामि प्रयतात्मनः अहं सर्वस्य प्रभवो मत्तः सर्वं प्रवर्तते इति मत्वा भजन्ते मां बुद्धभावसमन्विता मच्चित्ता मद्गतप्राणा बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च तेषां स्तुतयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धि योगं तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहम् अज्ञानजं तमः नाश्यामि आत्मभावस्तु ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वत मत्कर्म कृन्मत्परमो मद्भक्तसङ्गवर्जिता निर्वैरी सर्वभूतेषु यः स मामेति पाण्डव यो नारिष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् य स मे प्रियः पुरुषा प्रकृतिस्थो हि भुङ्क्ते प्रकृतिजान् गुणान् कारणं गुणसङ्गस्य सदसद्योनिजन्मसु मां च यो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टो मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यो वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहम् यः शास्त्रविधिमुत्सृज्य वर्तते कामकारतः न स सिद्धिमवाप्नोति न सुखं न परां गतिम् अनुद्वेगकरं वाक्यं सत्यं प्रियं हितं च यत् स्वाध्यायाभ्यसनं चैव वाङ्मयं तप उच्यते सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वां सर्वपापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंद गोप कुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः नमः पंकजनाभाय नमः पंकजमालिने नमः पंकजनेत्राय नमस्ते पंकजाङ्घ्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः ग्रन्थिरारम्भ करि मङ्गलाचरण गुरुवैष्णव भगवान् तिनिरस्मरण तिनिरस्मरण হয় বিঘ্ন বিনাশ নয়াস সফল নিজ वांछित पुरन Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, dear Vaishnavas. I see so many wonderful souls here. I feel so blessed, fortunate, and grateful. I see Kush, Modi, Prabhu. You're in Tampa? Where are you?
Yeah, from Tampa.
In Tampa. Wonderful. Subal Gopal, Prabhu, Indra Mataji, Baldev Prabhu, Bhaswati Mataji, Dhara Mataji, Radha Biharni Mataji, Ruby Mataji, Asha Mataji, Preeti Pandey Mataji, Naman Chaitanya Prabhu, and Dr. Harini Mataji. Thank you so much. It means a lot. All of you are so sincere Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis studying Bhagavad Gita and many, many other holy scriptures together, inspiring each other. And I am blessed to be in such Vaishnava Sangha and to read Bhagavad Gita together to a few verses and derive some inspiration and more important, some practical application so we can not just read and understand Bhagavad Gita, but also try to apply that in our practical lives. So all of you are reading Bhagavad Gita chapter 13 at the moment, right? If you are in a position to turn on your camera, by all means, you have full permission to do so. Feel free. It helps me, it helps you. It helps me to be more inspired to share, and it helps you to absorb better. You know, it's been scientifically also proven. We do a lot of classes online. You know, all this devotees who do our classes and I attend, they request to keep it online, if possible, so that it will help in your absorption also. Because I know we all love one thing, which is multitasking, and we become experts at that, right? We become experts in multitasking. One devotee was joking, you know, if Prabhupada would have known that the japa bag, you know, that people will be using mobile phones so often, he would not keep this finger out, keep the finger in so that we don't, you know, use the phone, right? How many of you use that finger to touch the phone? Anyone? Raise your hand if you have done that.
Yes, Prabhuji, I do that, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So, just in a humorous and way, if you can keep your camera on, that helps. and it help you also. So chapter 13, what's the title of the chapter? Who knows the title? You've been studying for 17 verses. Anyone knows the title?
Nature, enjoyer, and
Consciousness.
Nature. I heard one word, nature.
Nature, enjoyer, consciousness.
Nature, enjoyer, consciousness. Purusha, Prakriti, Jiva. So we'll do a quick summary also of this chapter. Would you like the summary before or after? Hmm? What do you say? Give a thumbs up if you want before.
Before Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Before. It generally helps to get a summary because sometimes, especially this chapter is a little bit confusing. And this chapter is a little harder than the others because this section is called Jnana Yoga. There are three sections. Bhagavad Gita is divided into three sections. Karma Yoga, the first 6 chapters, the Bhakti Yoga, and the next 6 chapters, 7 to 12, and the last 6 chapters, chapter 13 to 18, which we are reading currently, are called the Jnana Yoga. Gyan, knowledge. Knowledge is very helpful. Knowledge is very important. There are many, many verses in the scripture which talk about knowledge. It is also mentioned that through knowledge we can cut, to the sword of knowledge, we can cut the past sins also, provided if we use the knowledge in the right way. Knowledge is like a double-edged sword also. It can cut us too. How it can cut us? By making us puffed up. Oh, I know more verses. Oh, I give better class. Oh, I am more intelligent. All this can cut the seed of bhakti or can cut the devotional creeper. Vidya dadati vinayam. Knowledge should give humility. Vinaya dadati patrata. And that humility gives patrata. Patrata means qualification. To get bhakti or to get, let's say, water, you need some container, right? To drink water or to boil milk, you need a container, a vessel. And what is that vessel to receive the bhakti? What is that right vessel? What is that right container? What is that right patra? Vinaya. Vinaya dadati patrata. Knowledge should lead to humility, and humility gives the qualification to receive bhakti. So this chapter can be summarized with an acronym WISE, W-I-S-E. And this acronym is by, again, this guy is Sutapa Prabhu. Now he's known as Swayam Bhagwan Keshava Maharaj. So the last 6 chapters talk about the Jnana Yoga section. Knowledge connected to Krishna becomes Jnana Yoga. The W stands for wise questions or intelligent questions. Many chapters in the Bhagavad Gita, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. I know this is Zoom. See how the video will help. See, if someone sleeps, I can catch out. That's how the video also helps, right? And if you sleep and the camera off, I won't be able to catch, right? So I know it's my job to keep you awake and your job to keep me awake. So let's engage. Let's have a healthy. And those who are even feel free to write also. If something strikes you, write in the chat box. It will keep you engaged. If we keep doing something, we are hearing, but sometimes, if you write something strikes you, it's more like a reflection, personal reflection. If you have a question, feel free to write. There are a lot of emojis and buttons here. Feel free to use those as well. So, wise questions. Like many chapters in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna begins, or this chapter begins with questions. What question Arjuna is asking? Anyone knows? He has 6 questions. And I'll give you an easy formula to remember. What? P2, K2, J2. Okay. P2, K2, J2. What is Purusha? What is Prakriti? The two P's. What is the Kshetra? K. KS, right? Vision. And Kshetragyam, right? And what is Jnana? What is Gyeya? What is knowledge? And what is the object of knowledge? So Purusha, Prakriti. Kshetra, Kshetragya, the knower of knowledge or the object, the knower of the field. Kshetra means field. Here, what is Kshetra referred to in this chapter? You have read this section. What is Kshetra referred to?
Body.
Body, the field. And what is Kshetragya?
Knower.
Of the body.
Knower of the body. And who is that knower?
The
Two
soul
persons.
and the super soul, both.
Yes, there are two knowers, the soul and the super soul, Atma and Paramatma. Anuatma, Vibhuatma. And Purusha, the enjoyer. Prakriti, the nature, right? That's the title of the chapter also. Then Jnanam, knowledge. Jnanam is knowledge. And Gyeyam is the object of knowledge. So Arjuna asks all these questions. So a great lesson there. We should ask wise, thoughtful questions. And that's how we can achieve through asking questions. Questions are like hook. Questions are like hook or anchor, right? If we ask, everyone is asking questions in life. From the morning, we start begin to ask, so what's the temperature? What am I eating for breakfast? What time we need to drop the kids? What time I need to do this, right? From the morning till the night, we're busy asking questions. When is the project due? When will I get promotion? What time is the bill due, right? But the questions which relate to the absolute journey help us in the real journey of life. Questions which relate to Krishna and the spiritual life. Otherwise, animals, humans, pretty much doing the same thing. If we are not using this life to ask meaningful questions. So that's a great lesson here. Arjuna is asking thoughtful questions, meaningful questions. Questions are very, very important. And what Arjuna, at the beginning of the war, he paused, he reflected, he introspected, and asked questions. So questions can change the journey of life. The I stands for items of knowledge. Lord Krishna begins to respond. What is Kshetra? What is Kshetragya, the spirit soul? And how we can cultivate knowledge. So this section, primarily text number 8 to 12, talk about how we can cultivate knowledge. There are 20 elements of knowledge in this section mentioned here, starting from text number 8. And number 1 is amanitvam, which is humility. If you study text number 8, which you have done, amanitvam, adambitvam, ahimsa, shantir, arjavam, archanopasa, shaucham, all these things, humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance, simplicity, serving a bona fide guru, acharya upasanam. We cannot get knowledge just by our head, right? This is the difference between material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. I was doing a course, which I'm still doing, the art of studying and teaching scriptures. And I like to show something which I've been studying. And by the way, I'm studying many, many things. And many of those things might be of help to you if you are help to you, help to ISKCON Tampa, etc. So if you want to know more, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to share. So this is why we study. Reading scriptures is not just an intellectual exercise, but it's an experience of heart, right? This is an experience of heart. It is not just mental jargon and intellectual, like armchair philosophy. And there are many things here, but I'll focus on this one. So there is a difference between material study and spiritual study. The material study is what? Material study is very, head-based. Do you agree? Do you know of someone who has very bad character, but they could be toppers, they could get excellent grades in their university, engineering, college, medicine, they could be chain smokers, but they have excellent grades. Do you know someone like that? And their character is not so refined. Hmm? I'm sure we know some people like that, right? Either in school or college or past or even current workplace, they're CEOs, but they have very bad character. They smoke, they drink, they do other things which are not very respectable because it's mundane. It doesn't, material knowledge is attained. Material knowledge is attained. Of course, blessings are always there, but spiritual knowledge is received. Spiritual knowledge is received, also called realized knowledge or revealed knowledge. We cannot get like a product, oh, $2 ka aloo de do, 2 kilo tomato de do. It doesn't work like that. Spiritual knowledge is received. Acharyopasanam. And how will we receive? We don't just need Swadhyaya. Swadhyaya is not sufficient. Just Swadhyaya. Oh, pad ke, I will read lots of books, lot of commentaries, lot of hearing lectures, YouTube. Ek ke sun liya, I will become an expert in this subject. No, that's good. Read, hear. But along with that, sadhana, our personal practice, seva, our sadachar, how we behave, how we conduct, how we speak, how we react, and our sangha. Then all these 3 or 5 elements, the 5 as sadhana, seva, swadhyaya, sangha, sadachar. All these 5 together constitute spiritual culture. And when one is sincerely trying all 5, then only the spiritual knowledge will be revealed. So, items of knowledge, basically referring to humility, character, devotion, bhakti, worshipping the Guru, cleanliness, self-control, detachment, etc., etc. The 20 elements. Those are, so W is WISE, wise questions. W is wise question. Ask thoughtful questions. Arjuna asks 6 questions. K2, P2, J2, right? And then Krishna responds with I of items of knowledge. Now comes this section which is currently going on. The 2S, soul and super soul. Text 13 to 19 talk about soul and super soul. Which we have been reading about how soul is it is primarily this section 14 to 18 they talk about super soul only, and we will talk the 18th verse also today, how Krishna is all pervading, how Jiva is tiny but super soul is Vibhu, how we are like the spark of the sun but Krishna is the sun, right? He's all pervading. He's the source of all senses. He's the source of all knowledge. He's the source of all light. He's inside, outside. Bahir Narsingha, Hridaye Narsingha. Right? Ito Narsingha, Parato Narsingha. Right? He's everywhere. Right? He's in the heart. He's outside, the super soul. Then, finally, the last section, enjoyer or Purusha, EWISE. Talk about the Purusha, the final 2 elements, the P2, the Prakriti, and the Purusha. In a very, very famous verse, which was in the 21 verses also, Purusha Prakritisto hi bhunkte Prakriti jan gunan karanam gunasangasya sad asad yoni janmashu. Depending upon what kind of material nature, the modes we associate, we accordingly get that body, right? If someone likes too much swimming in the water, 5 hours a day, okay, Krishna will say you get a fish body. Someone likes to sleep for like 12 hours and then eat for 12 hours, and okay, polar bear, much better fitted for you. So, wise questions, items of knowledge, soul and super soul, and the enjoyer. That's a high level summary of this chapter, chapter 13, which is covered in 3 elements, Purusha, Prakriti, and Jiva. Nature, enjoyer, and consciousness. That was a long or short summary, whatever. Let's focus on the 18th verse. Is everyone doing okay so far? Awake still? Anything struck you so far? Before we move on, you can type in or speak. Any comments, questions before we move further?
Probably you really mentioned about like Amanitvam, Abhinatvam, humility, pridelessness, Acharya Krishna. It's very important for our, and also how to read the scriptures. Thank you.
Very well. Thank you, Prabhu. Text 18. Jyotisam apita jyotis tamasa paramuchyate jnanam gyeyam jnanagamayam hridi sarvasya vish visthitam. Maybe one or two devotees can recite.
Can I read, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
Sure, yeah, please.
Jyotisam apita jyotis tamasa param uchyati jananam janayam janana gamyam hridi sarvasya visthitam. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Thank
Dandavad
you.
pranam.
Anyone else wants to recite?
I can recite Prabhuji.
Yes, ma'am.
Text 18. ज्योतिष्यम् अपि तज्ज्योतिस्तमसा परम् उच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं ज्ञानगम्यं हृदि सर्वस्य विस्थितम्. Back to Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Very nice. One more time, anyone?
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandavat I can try.
Yes.
Jyotisam api tadjyotistamasa parama uchyate jnanam gyayam jnanagamayam hridhi sarvasya vishtitam.
Very nice. Thank you so much. Synonyms, translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jyotisam, in all luminous objects, api, also, tat, that, jyotihi, the source of light, tamasaha, darkness, param, beyond, uchyate, is said, jnanam, knowledge, gyayam, to be known, jnanagamayam, to be approached by knowledge, hridi, in the heart, sarvasya, of everyone, vishtitam, situated. He is the source of light in all luminous objects. He is beyond the darkness of matter and is unmanifested. He is knowledge, and he is the object of knowledge. And he is the goal of knowledge. He is situated in everyone's heart. Who is he here? Who is he?
Krishna.
Krishna, okay. Close. I mean, it's correct, but
Super soul.
Super soul. Yes, we're talking about the super soul here from the last, I believe, from text 14 onwards. These are all the qualities of super soul, aka Paramatma, aka Krishna, right? Because ultimately they're all same, right? They're different levels of realization. So he is referring to super soul. So what are the qualities mentioned? He is the light in the luminous objects, in all the luminous objects. Can you name a few? Can you name a few luminous objects?
Sun, moon.
Sun, moon, planets, even this electricity we are getting is directly or indirectly based on sun. How is coal formed? Through sun. How is solar energy? Through sun. How is the geothermal energy? Through sun. We may say, no, I'm using wind energy, but wind also, if sun and they're not there, Krishna's hand is not there, there is no energy. The light bulb in the home, the light, whatever LED or whatever lights we are using, it's directly or indirectly there is hand of God in everything. He is beyond the darkness of matter. He is unmanifested. He is knowledge. The super soul is knowledge and the object of knowledge also. Jnana gamayam is jnanam, gyayam, and jnana gamayam. Interesting play of words also. He's the goal of knowledge. He's the object of knowledge. The purpose of life is to know him. The purpose of life is to not get excellent grades in the physics, science, maths. They will only give some material knowledge to get some material money, which will not stay with us forever. I'm not saying to not get good grades in school, college, especially if the kids are hearing, but that's not the real goal of knowledge. The real goal of knowledge is to know Krishna. And what else? Sarvasya, Hridi. He is situated where? Vishtitam, in the heart of everyone. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishto. Matta smritir jnanam apohanam cha. Very, very famous one. Again from the, see, when you memorize these 21 verses, you'll get to know so much, right? That's exactly the same word. I'm seated in everyone's heart.
Will we be able to share those 21 verses in the WhatsApp?
Sure.
Thank you.
Only for you.
Mm.
That okay? Nice. What do you do, Kush Prabhu? You studying or you're working or?
Yeah, no, I graduated college a couple years ago. 25 now. But switching careers, I studied mostly, I was going to be a doctor, but things took a different turn. Now I'm more into finance and getting into real estate.
Okay, interesting. Okay, now we'll switch to the purport. We'll connect more. But I wish you good luck for your career as well. You want to read, Kush Prabhu?
Yeah, sure. Yes. The super soul, the supreme personality of Godhead, is a source of light in all luminous objects like the sun, moon, and stars. In the Vedic literature, we find that in the spiritual kingdom, there is no need of sun or moon, because the effulgence of the Supreme Lord is there. In the material world, that Brahma Jyotir, the Lord's spiritual effulgence, is covered by the Mahat Tattva, the material elements. Therefore, in this material world, we require the assistance of sun, moon, electricity, etc. for light. But in the spiritual world, there is no need of such things. It is clearly stated in the Vedic literature that because of his luminous effulgence, everything is illuminated. It is clear, therefore, that his situation is not in the material world. He is situated in the spiritual world, which is far, far away in the spiritual sky. That is also confirmed in the Vedic literature. Aditya Varnam Tamasa Parastat from the Upanishad 3.8. He is just like the sun, eternally luminous, but he is far, far beyond the darkness of this material world.
Thank you. So, how many of us like to see the sunlight, the sunrise, sunset, or the full moon, right? Isn't that
Yes.
beautiful,
Me too.
right?
It's beautiful, Prabhuji, all the time.
Now that's just a spark of his splendor. Yad yad vibhutimat sattvam srimat urjitameva va tat evavagachatvam aham tej amsa sambhavam. All these, there are how many suns? How many suns are there?
One.
One?
Yes.
We know of one, right? But Krishna's creation is infinite. It's unlimited, right? Like how many Brahmas are there? We know of one Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, but we know the Brahma Vimohan Leela, right? How many Brahmas came there? Thousands. And it is said some Brahma had thousands of heads. And their number of head is proportional to the size of the universe they are managing. More head power, more size, more resources, quad core processor. They need more horsepower or more quad-core processor to run the universe. So imagine there are so many material planets, right? Infinite material planets. So many suns, so many moons are there. Krishna's creation is unlimited. So many stars, right? We don't know. Anyone knows the number of stars? We can't count. Who is giving them the energy? Who is the hand behind that? It's Krishna. That's the first line here. Jyotisam api tad jyotis. He is the source of light of all luminous object. Imagine our life without the sun. The scientists may say whatever, and they say, oh, there is helium, hydrogen, and chemical reaction, and there's a bunch of that, and then after so many years it will exhaust, and that's not a very spiritual way. Of course, we don't debate, or don't have to like debate on all that, but we put our faith in the Shastra more than anything else. And it is mentioned here, na tad bhasyate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha. This verse Prabhupada is quoting here indirectly. How is he quoting? It is mentioned that in the spiritual world, it is one of the verses, I think in the 15th chapter. Maybe someone can read here. Anyone wants to read this translation here? I'll make it a little bigger if that helps. We just read this. This is the verse. Na tad bhasate suryo, na shashanko, na pavaka, yad gatva na nivartante tad dhama paramam mama. That supreme abode of mine is not illumined by the sun or the moon, nor by the fire or electricity. Those who reach it never return to this material world. So this is Krishna. He is personally present. In spiritual world, every particle is Chintamani, right? We cannot imagine our life without the sun here. Two, some of us may have seen this, at least in the TV or somewhere, like day-night matches, cricket match, like they use very big, huge, or some like football, some nighttime they do match. They use like big helium lights, right? It costs a lot to run those lights. Just imagine if sun, like all of us get the electric bill, right? We get the electric bill from the whatever county. Imagine if sun would have given us the bill. Hey, this is your bill. You take all the light, you take all the heat every day, almost 24/7. How many millions of dollars, we are delinquent, right? We are overdue. But Krishna is so kind. Krishna is so kind not only to his devotees, but also to the demons, those who don't believe. Hey, sun is nonsense. Hey, I don't believe in all this, na tad bhasate suryo and jyotisam api tad jyotis. This is all wrong. Oh, no. Krishna is so kind. He doesn't even charge electric bill or, sunlight bill to them either. He's so magnanimous, so compassionate. But nonetheless, we should be grateful. We should understand that it is nothing but Krishna's hand. Why does the sky appear blue? The sky appears blue because it is reflecting the blue, Brahma Jyoti. Krishna's body is blue, right? Bluish, Ghanashama, the dark blue complexion. And the blue, I was hearing this class. If someone said, hey, where did you get this? I was hearing this class. You can YouTube 13.18. Prabhupada mentions this. I was hearing this morning directly from Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, the sky is blue because Krishna is blue, and then his, Brahma Jyoti, which is the effulgence of his blue. We are so dependent on the sun for every aspect. The sun and the moon, so beautiful, right? The full moon, the sun, the sunlight are nothing but they are they're getting their energy from Krishna or the super soul. Let's read the next paragraph. Anyone wants to read this?
I can try, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His knowledge is transcendental. The Vedic literature confirms that Brahman is concentrated transcendental knowledge. To one who is anxious to be transferred to that spiritual world, knowledge is given by the Supreme Lord, who is situated in everyone's heart. One Vedic mantra, Shvetashvatara Upanishad 6.18 says, Tamha Devam Atma Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshur Vai Sharanam Aham Prapadye. One must surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead if he at all wants liberation. As far as the goal of ultimate knowledge is concerned, it is also confirmed in Vedic literature, Tam eva viditvati mrityum iti. Only by knowing him one can surpass the boundary of birth and death. Shvetashvatara Upanishad 3.8. Hare Krishna.
Very well. Let's read the last also, and then we'll do some more discussion. Anyone else would like to read? Hasn't got a chance yet.
I can read, Prabhuji. He is situated in every bird's heart as a supreme controller. The Supreme has legs and hands distributed everywhere, and this cannot be said of the individual soul. Therefore, that there are two nodes of the field of activity, the individual soul and the super soul, must be admitted. One's hand and legs are distributed locally, but Krishna's hands and legs are distributed everywhere. This is confirmed in the Shatashata Upanishad 3.17. Sarvasya Prabhavam Ishanam Sarvasya Sharanam Briyat. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Super Soul, is the Prabhu or Master of all living entities. Therefore, he is the ultimate shelter of all living entities. So there is no denying the fact that the Supreme Super Soul and the individual soul are always different. Back to Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. So we discussed this part. Jyotisam apita Jyotis, how the sun, moon, and the other luminous things, he's the source. He's the Jyoti behind all the luminous objects. Now Prabhupada talks a little bit about this. Hridis Sarvasya. He is present in everyone's heart. Now, for a moment, close your eyes and just for 5 seconds, just take a deep breath and feel that Krishna is present in my heart, right? Feel his presence. Feel he is very close to me. He is always, he was, he is, and he will be the closest to us. The people of this world will leave us at some point. The best of the husband, the best of the wives, the best of the parents, the best of the children will leave us. But Krishna, my dear friend, my dear lover, my dear Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, he will never cheat us. He will never leave us. Isn't that beautiful? Not only in this lifetime, the best husband, the best wife, till what point they can accompany us? Till the deathbed, maybe. Even if that's also, Kali Yuga, a lot of stuff going on, right? Right. But Krishna, even if next lifetime I'm born as an ant, he'll not leave. You're born as a dog, or you're born in the African jungles, he'll be with us. Will any of our parent, son, daughter, husband, wife come? No one. So this is something deep to realize, to feel that I'm never alone. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna. Those who have realized this, they feel that Krishna is there. And Krishna is the only protector. Krishna is the only shelter. When Mother Draupadi was being disrobed, the Pandavas couldn't do anything. The Guru Dronacharya couldn't do anything. The grandfather Bhishma couldn't do anything. She called out to Govinda, to Paramatma, to Keshava, "Hey Govinda, hey Gopala." And Krishna came at lightning speed and manifested in the form of unlimited transcendental cloth, because he is far, yet he is very near, right? He is smaller than the smallest, he is bigger than the biggest. He is inside, he is outside. He is manifested, he is unmanifested. He is seen, he is unseen. So all the contradictions reconcile when it comes to Krishna. Those who have the eyes to see, those who have the heart to understand, will be able to get it. For others, it's a mystery. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. That's the next verse. Only through bhakti we can know him. We can understand Krishna, not through mental jugglery. The knowledge should help us to understand the object of knowledge. And the object of knowledge, when we understand, it should lead us to the goal of knowledge. And that goal of knowledge is to surrender to the Supreme Lord. Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. That is the everything. Otherwise, it is just head knowledge. Again, referring to the 21 verses because it is so important. Right? 10.8 Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. I am the source of all the spiritual and the material worlds. Matta sarvam pravartate. Everything emanates from me. Iti matva. Those who know. Iti ye jo jaan gaye hain. Iti matva. Bhajante ma. Just knowing is not sufficient. After knowing, they take shelter. Bhajan. Bhajante ma. Buddha bhava samanvitaha. And engage in my devotional service and worship me. So knowledge should lead to shelter of more deeper shelter of the Supreme Lord, under the Supreme Lord, at his lotus feet, that he is everything. Understanding that the tattva, material life is shallow, it's not the real shelter. Wealth, money, husband, wife, they are not going to be able to save me. Prana prayana samaye kafavata pitta. Even the time of death will come. No one will be able to save me. My insurance will not save me. My 401k will not save me. The best of wife and husband will not be able to save me, even though they wish to, they want to. We have all heard about stories. So-and-so passed away 30 years. So-and-so passed away 40 years. So-and-so passed away 50 years. Did they have no insurance? Did they have no funds to get treatment? No. The real shelter is Krishna. And then he will give the understanding because he is present in the heart. He sees our heart. He sees every desire. So what that also means is we can learn from him that we should not try to hide, or even if we think we are hiding anything from Lord, but we cannot hide. How can we hide from someone who's sitting inside? Right? I can hide from, that's what Prabhupada also quoted. I, as an individual soul, I cannot tell what Kush is thinking at this moment, right? I don't know what Subal Prabhu is thinking at this moment. But the Paramatma, who is in everyone's heart, knows each and every, not just these 20 people on the call, all the species, everyone, right? Andantarasta paramanu charantarastam. He is present in everyone, every jiva, every atomic particle. He knows everything. So we cannot cheat him. We should not try to cheat him or trick him. So simplicity was one of the other elements of devotional qualities or knowledge. Simplicity, right? Talking about the sun has, sun clears the fog, right? Has anyone seen this kind of scene somewhere where there's fog and it blinds you, right? Maybe in the winters, right? The fog blinds, even if there is sun, right? Sometimes in the morning. So what happens? The sun has two elements here. The fog blinds us or does not allow us to see clearly. Correct? We are not able to see clearly. In short, it blinds us. So we pray to Krishna, who is the sun. Please enter in our lives. My life is very foggy. My vision is very blurred. Jagannatha Swami Nayana Pathagami Bhavature. Right? That's the prayer. Oh Lord Jagannath, please be the object of my vision. Right? Please show me the path. Arjuna prayed the same thing. Krishna, I surrender unto you. You guide me. You take the chariot of my life. You steer it. So we pray, Krishna, please come. How? Clear Krishna Surya Sama Maya hoy Andhakar. Yaha Krishna Tahanai Maya Adhikar. Maya is like darkness or ignorance. When Krishna comes like the sun, he removes Maya. Where there is sun, there cannot be darkness. Where there is Krishna, there cannot be ignorance. So Krishna is like the knowledge, sun, knowledge. So the sun gives two things, my dear friends. Sometimes there is sun, but still it's foggy. Why? Because there is no heat. So the light is there, but still it's foggy. We need the heat also of the sun. So one senior Vaishnava was explaining that the light is like the knowledge, and the heat is like the warmth. Warmth means compassion. So along with the head, we need the heart. Sensitivity, compassion, empathy, non-judgmental, simplicity, humility. These are our heart qualities. These are all like the warmth, right? We don't study scriptures to develop head knowledge. We study scriptures to transform the heart. We study scriptures not for the information in the head, but for the transformation of heart. So we can also pray, Krishna, you are like the sun. Please give me the light of knowledge and the heat, the warmth of relationships, understanding, non-judgmental, simplicity, humility. Then only the fog will get clear. This fog is very, very dense. This fog is very, very hard. We cannot get rid of this on our own. We need the intervention of the divine. We need his blessings. Then only the real knowledge will develop. Then only we'll get to the real goal of knowledge, which is to take shelter at his lotus feet. So in the last few minutes, I just want to summarize. We first did the 21 verses of the Bhagavad Gita, right? You can take print out and stuff, memorize, etc. Then we also did the acronym, the chapter 13 summary, wise questions, items of knowledge, humility, etc., soul and super soul, 13 to 18, and the last, enjoyer or prakriti. Then we specifically dived into the 13.18 verse, which talks about four things. All the luminous sources, all the light of the luminous sources comes from the super soul or Krishna, Paramatma. He's the source of everything. He is sitting in the heart of everyone. So that should lead us to honesty, simplicity, friendship, love with Krishna, and seeing that Krishna is not trying to cheat. If I may try to cheat others, but does Krishna does not know? I may behave in rough ways, but it will come back to me. If I am being wrong, it will come back to me, because Krishna, nothing is hidden from him. The mills of the God grind exceedingly fine, right? So if someone thinks that they can do wrong, and the rules of this world, the people of this world, people may escape, but no one can escape the laws of God. He is knowledge, He's the object of knowledge, and He's the goal of knowledge. So with that, I like to take a pause and leave some room for questions, discussions. Thank you so much. Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any thoughts, questions, comments, corrections, criticisms? Everyone still awake?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for such a wonderful class. I was wondering about the Mahat Tattva. So is that because of Maya that covers the spiritual effulgence of the Lord?
Mahat Tattva, reading this one. Lord, in the material world, that Brahma Jyoti, the Lord's spiritual effulgence, is covered by the Mahat Tattva and the material elements. So Mahat Tattva is a combination of all the material elements, primarily the 24 material elements. In their unmanifested state, they are called Pradhana. So the 24 material elements, the 5 Gyanindriya, knowledge acquiring senses, 5 Karmendriya, working senses, hands, mouth, etc. Then 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, ether, right? And then
5 subtle elements.
mind, intelligence, ego, time, soul. So all these elements, they are put together called like the Mahat Tattva. It's a complex and big topic, but primarily these are the elements, and their unmanifested state, they are called also Pradhana. So Lord's spiritual effulgence is covered by the Mahat Tattva. So basically, like you can say, yes, Krishna's energy, these elements cover, right? The ego covers, right? The lust covers. The ignorance covers us. Maya, ya. Ma means that. Ma means not. Ya means that. Ya, that which is not, is Maya. असत्य सत्य को रिमानी. We असत्य को सत्य मान लेते हैं. We think which is not truth, उसको हम truth मानते हैं. We think this body is everything, this life is everything, and eat, sleep, and be merry. Live life king size, enjoy, work hard, party harder. These are the cultures for today, because this is totally false. But due to this Mahat Tattva, material energy, Maya, Krishna's, external energy, we are caught up in this and we think this is everything. And we're born, family, home, kids, and death. So therefore, knowledge is required to understand what is truth, to distinguish between the right and the wrong. Does that help?
Yes, Prabhuji, that helps a lot. Thank you so much.
People, thank you. Anyone else has a comment, question? Okay, I guess then it's time, right, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for the wonderful, beautiful explanation, Prabhuji. Whole chapter just you have given. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much for the wonderful explanation, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
All praise to Prabhupada. Hare Krishna, Bhagavad Gita Upanishad ki jai, Jagat Guru Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Panchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo.
Patitanam Pavanebhyo Namo
Thank
Namaha.
you, Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Thank you.
Shubhlas Prabhuji ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.